ఆపద సమయంలో ప్రాణాలు కాపాడడానికి రక్తం చాలా అవసరం. దాతల నుంచి రక్తాన్ని సేకరించి బ్లడ్ బ్యాంకులు నిల్వ చేస్తారు. బ్లడ్ బ్యాంకులను రోగుల అవసరాలకు అనుగుణంగా ఎలా వాడాలి అన్న అంశంపై నగరంలో గల అపోలో హాస్పిటల్లో అనుభవజ్ఞులైన డాక్టర్లతో అవగాహన సదస్సు ఏర్పాటు చేసింది. బ్లడ్ బ్యాంక్ వినియోగం, రక్త సేకరణ, రక్తంలో గల గ్రూపులు, ఏ వ్యక్తికి ఏ గ్రూప్ రక్తం అవసరం అవుతుంది మొదలైన అంశాలపై డాక్టర్ స్వాతి కులకర్ణి, డాక్టర్ సుధా రంగనాథ్, డాక్టర్ శివరాం, బ్లడ్ బ్యాంక్ నిర్వాహకురాలు డాక్టర్ శ్యామల, డాక్టర్ చౌదరి తదితరులు పాల్గొని బ్లడ్ బ్యాంక్ గురించి ప్రజలకు అవగాహన కల్పించారు.
Blood banks will have, when you have either the discrepancy in RHD grouping, there you find the reported and one laboratory reporting at D positive, another at D negative, or you are getting weaker reactions with the anti-D reagent. This is the main problems encountered in RH blood group system. So you can say the RH group discrepancies or weak D may arise when an individual is a variant of D antigen. These variants can be divided into two subgroups. They are quantitative and qualitative variants. The quantitative means the amount of D antigen. I am limiting myself to D. So amount of D antigen is either more or less. Amount of D antigen is more. That is a very different problem. We have some rare D dash dash variant or CD dash variant where the antigenic sites are more. There is different categories where we find where the number of epitope presence are less, the chances of producing anti-D are more, and where the number of epitopes are more, so you should be able to identify whether the number of epitopes are less or more. Then from our studies here, I am just telling you, we have found that the DFR is the most common partially present in our population. It has got some few antigens, few epitopes absent, and few are present. And this DFR has also been reported in the literature at least to produce anti-D. So the categories of different partially have to be noted down. Now I come to the RHD gene. I think the earlier speaker has told, so I can say there are two genes for coding for the RH blood group system, and the RHD gene which produces the D antigen, and RHCE gene is was 0.1. This is very old literature. Then 1958 Diacetyl in Western Indian population 0.3 to 0.5%. Then Central Europe molecular screening 0.3%. Then you can say 2.2%. You can say 8.8%. I will not go into the details of the percentage because the incidence of the BB and partially varies between when different serological tests are used. Means how many panel of monoclonal. Because of this, more problems are encountered now. Earlier polyclonal anti-D were used. They were against many epitopes of the D antigen. So you were able to classify only with your DU test. And go for VG testing with IgM plus IgG. Most of you. The identification and detection of weak D. See, when you encounter the weak D, when you get a weak reaction with anti-D reagent, that is mostly +2 and less than that, if you are getting the weak reaction. Then if there is significant discrepancy in the strength of the reaction, because if with some anti-D reagent you are getting +3 or somewhere +1, depending on that you can decide the mechanism. So expression is normal in D positive. Then can it make anti-D? No. Even RH prophylaxis? No. If a person is a partial D, it has got some epitope present and some absent. Can make anti-D through transfusion pregnancy? Yes. Components to be transfused, either give a D negative or matched partial D. RH prophylaxis required. Can cause immunization if transfused D negative? Yes. Partial weak D, here also can make. It is just like weak D, can make anti-D, give D negative or matched partial weak D. RH prophylaxis required. This is cause immunization. It is unlikely, but it may be possible. Then the weak D, it's a normal D antigen expression, but
transfusions and were able to deliver a full-term variant. So that's the importance of doing a red cell antibody study in the laboratory. And this is again one more study which says that large-scale population-based studies need to be analyzed, and the magnitude of this effect of red cell alloantibodies needs to be identified. And this is a near-miss event from SGPTI. The O-positive mother has delivered a baby, which was again O-positive, but the antibody was anti-small c.
She could be having a partial D, and this one of it, by doing despite doing test. Then it is possible that she will receive RH immunoglobulin, so that partial D will again get neutralized. So in all the three scenarios, I really don't see any reason for continuing with weak D testing. I mean, for labeling a patient as RH negative even after knowing that he is weak D positive. We are adding to our own task. By we have to search for more of RH negative blood and give it to this patient.
There is
The purpose of doing this test is lost.
the question is not of labeling. The question is of identifying the correct RHD antigen status. You can consider the patient as positive or negative, donor as positive or negative, depending upon what you find in the test, and consider them accordingly. That is the main point behind this. It is not a question of just labeling it.
So
Because to
So the same protocol needs to be followed. The donor, the label has to be done. Because AABB generally gives, even if there is a minor reaction, you have to take it as positive. So this is what the AABB guidelines say.
the guidelines for different countries, they create it and they follow the guidelines. We can create our own guidelines and we can follow that. And if many of those people there, they say it is weak, especially quantitative weak, and in that case they consider it as positive and they give positive blood also. Whereas in our country we are treating the weak Bs as negatives as patients and as positives as donors. We have that protocol because we want to be very safe. Till we create such guidelines, we can say that we have studies to show that all these BDs have been given normal B positive blood, they have not developed antibodies. If we are
One more.
TV11 News, Hyderabad.
Blood banks will have, when you have either the discrepancy in RHD grouping, there we find the reported and one laboratory reporting as D positive, another as D negative, or you are getting weaker reactions with the anti-D reagent. This is the main problems encountered in RH blood group system. So you can say the RH group discrepancies or weak D may arise when an individual is a variant of D antigen. These variants can be divided into two subgroups. They are quantitative and qualitative variants. The quantitative means the amount of D antigen. I am limiting myself to D. So amount of D antigen is either more or less. Amount of D antigen is more. That is a very different problem. We have some rare D dash variant or CD dash variant where the antigenic sites are more.